The big win over the Rangers. No doubt they're going to be rocking the red even harder for round two. The road to the Cup is the big story as Fox 5's Dave Ross is tackling it in today's Sunday Sit Down. Dave.
Yes, Sarah, it is a huge deal for the Washington Capitals because, well, they have moved on to round two. Who better to talk about that than Sky Kerstein of 106.7 The Fan. He covers the Caps all the time. Sky, thanks so much for being here with us today. Congratulations to those Caps. And it's going to be fun for you, I know, because we've seen this team in the past, not fair as well. Last year, they get bumped in the first round. This year, really put the foot down from the get-go.
Yeah, they were on fire last night. They realized they had to come out and set a tone early, and they did. If it was anybody else in goal for the Rangers last night, besides Henrik Lundqvist, it could have got ugly really fast.
But we knew that coming in leading 3-1 against the Rangers last year, they led 3-1 against Montreal and blew that lead, that the first period would be big, and they did. They came right out. The crowd, obviously, there's been a lot of talk about MSG versus Verizon Center. I think the crowd let it be known last night, or yesterday rather, how pumped and enthused they were for this one, too.
Well, they told everybody they were louder last night, over and over and over again, way into the third period. But Alex Ovechkin, after the game, said they relaxed last year. They thought they had 3 games to win the series.
So when they were up 3-1, they were saying, well, we got 3 to win 1.
Yeah,
no big deal.
He said they weren't relaxed last night. And they came out, and they were awesome last night in the first period. I think it's safe to say everybody agrees that was their best first period, or best period maybe overall, in the entire playoffs so far. They are the only team, I mean, that was the first time that any team scored a goal in the first period.
Rangers or Washington.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was crazy last night.
Let's talk about a guy I think that, Scott, a lot of people are getting to know now, at least in this town. We've known about it for a while, but maybe nationally, people are really starting to figure out how good Michael Newvert is. I mean, could he play any better than he did in these 5 games?
Well, he was very poised, and that was key. The Rangers took a lot of runs at him in the series. I mean, they ran into him as much as possible during TV timeouts as well.
Wow.
When the referee got injured up in New York, Game 3, Brandon Prust made a run at him.
Yeah.
He did not hear a thing. He didn't see a thing. He was so poised. He is now 15 for 15 in playoff series in North America. He led the AHL Hershey Bears to 2 Calder Cups, and with the juniors, he played juniors here as well. He's now won all 15 playoff series he's played in North America as a starting goaltender. That's pretty impressive.
So this is not a fluke, obviously. I mean, like we said, we did it with the Hershey Bears. He's doing it now up here with D.C. This is going to be the guy, obviously, for the foreseeable future. They have 3 goaltenders. Maybe won't have 3 next year, but it's so nice that now it's a strength of this team. Last year, I guess we looked at it maybe as a weakness.
Well, you look at a team like Philadelphia, where they have 3 goaltenders as well.
Right.
Just the 3 Caps goaltenders are better than all 3 of their goaltenders. The Caps have used 1 goaltender in this playoff series, which is something we haven't said of the Caps under the Bruce Boudreau, or the last 2 years under the Bruce Boudreau era, while the Flyers, the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference, who pretty much dominated the Eastern Conference till late down the stretch when the Capitals took it over, they've used 3 goalies in 5 games.
Wow.
Just shows you the difference that a solid goaltender who's poised, who makes all the plays, really can do for a team.
Scott, we were out there at practice, you and I, on Friday, and we saw over 1,000 people at Kettler Iceplex just coming out to watch practice for this team. It's a love affair. I mean, we saw it last year and even 2 years ago. Is it safe to say that they are the big dog in town now? And you definitely feel that the fans, at least, are solidly behind this team.
I hate to say it. I don't think anything will ever take over for the Redskins. And they easily will always be the #1 team here in D.C. But it's crazy. For practice, it's sold out pretty much at Kettler. I mean, it's nuts.
It's insane.
Steve Wino, who's from the Washington Times, used to cover the Flyers, and he's looking around going, this is just a practice.
Right.
Dennis Weidman came up from Florida, and they get more people almost at practice than they do at games for the Panthers. I mean, it's crazy in there.
Now, do we even care who they play in the next round? We know it's still unsettled because of the other series are going on, but it looks like the Caps just say bring on whoever's next.
I think right now you just got to be happy that they finally got a series done in less than 7 games.
Exactly.
No pressure. They get to relax for a couple days. We saw last night Mike Green take the puck off the side of the head.
Yep.
Supposedly he is okay. They said afterwards that he could have gone back in. Saw Jason Arnott miss some time last night as well. They need the rest. And this is a great news for them where they can relax for a couple days in the playoffs.
Yeah.
there is only the last team to win or to go 7 games in the first round and win the Stanley Cup, the 91-92 Pittsburgh Penguins.
Wow.
That's how key it was for the Caps to get through this first round fast, and they did.
They are on to round 2. Sky Kerstein, 106.7 The Fan. Thanks so much for coming in. And we will hear you much more as the Caps continue in the playoffs. But when we come back, a look at our own Dave Feldman joining in with some Redskins players for a bike charity. We'll explain after the break. Go, Feldy!